thing about life is people gonna talk about you regardless of what you're doing. So stay focused, stay on your grind, and pay them the mind. Tell them what.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my podcast. My name is Evangel, and thank you for tuning in again. This is One Thing About Life, and this is the second part of the mini series talking about SaaS marketing metrics and things that SaaS companies and SaaS businesses, marketers alike, should basically focus on and identify that are important for the business. What I'm talking about today is conversion rate. We as marketers and also marketers in the SaaS field, SaaS businesses, SaaS industry, right? You want to focus on things that are important to your business, focusing on really good metrics that make sense and is valuable. And if you are tracking and measuring that, you know that some kind of impact to the business. So number one thing, right? Well, it's not really the number one thing, but one of the most important things that you need to measure is your conversion rate. It validates your marketing activities, it validates your strategies from planning to execution, and it gives you insights as to what is working and what needs to be changed or what needs to be fixed. So your conversion rate will let you know that, okay, this is what I'm doing is actually working or it's not working. So when you're doing a lot of campaigns, for instance, you launch a marketing campaign, you have a landing page, you're directing people to a landing page, and the idea of that landing page is 14 days free trial, 7 days free trial, no credit card, just try the product and see how it works. In terms of that, what I would say is the number of people that come to that landing page, how quick it is for them to sign up and try your product. The number of people coming to your website, your landing page, and how the landing page is set up, and how you set up your buyer journey or your lead journey from when they land on the page on how they try out your product greatly impacts your conversion rate. So I've seen some SaaS companies that do the thing of book a demo. I understand that sometimes the product needs to be tailor made to each customer's need, right? But I understand that, but sometimes you could try as much as possible to let people be able to go ahead and try out the product right there and then have a vanilla type. And when they log in and they try it, from there you can now say, okay, does this meet what your requirement, what you're looking for? If not, book a call with us or book a session for an expert internally to have a call with you to further break it down and make you understand the modules. Like if you have different type of modules for your product, and maybe it's different type of modules for your product, and maybe different industries and different verticals, right? If you have the same product that manufacturing can use and maybe somebody in the real estate can use, of course you're not going to use the same thing, but the idea is to try and make it easy for people to jump on your product. Because I've seen, and I think I documented it at a point, and I gave feedback to the company when I had a call with them that, okay, I was looking out for two use cases. I was looking out for something, and somehow your ad popped up. Of course, that I can give them kudos for that. So your ad popped up, I checked it out, and I went to your site. I read all the things that are there, and I understand what you do. Kudos to them again for making the messaging clear. I understand what you do, and I just want to try the product. And they book a demo. So I click on the demo, book a demo, and it takes me to the calendar. I select a time that's okay for me. Then I get an email saying your demo will be booked shortly. Somebody will get in touch with you to take down your requirement. That's done. So just walk through the process. Then I get a second email about 30 minutes later from an SDR saying we got your request to schedule a demo, and we would like to book a time with you. We'd like to book a time with you to first understand your requirement. Then after we understand your requirement, I would now schedule you with another expert that would later meet with you to further understand what you need before they finally show you the demo. I was like, as if that was not enough, it further said, I will be calling you shortly to touch base with you. In 15 minutes or thereabouts, I got a call from the SDR saying, this is me that sent you an email. I'm trying to touch base with you. And I'm like, okay, what I want to do is just a demo. right? And you need to understand that people, different consumers have different ways they want to interact with brands. They have different ways they want to interact with businesses. Some people, it's fine. They want to quickly jump on a call and let somebody walk them through. But you have some other demographic of people that just want to try out the product by themselves, see if it meets the requirement and move on. But if it doesn't, they move on. If it does, they subscribe and they continue. And of course, you always have help right there. There's always a help button or help section where somebody can go and request for help if they need something. So understanding that there are different needs of the market, different demographics that want to interact with you in different ways. You cannot have just one way of interacting, one way of testing out your product. And I always say, talking about your content strategy, right, that is going to back and educate your customers, you need to have great content that educates your client. If you have 10 modules of your product, you should definitely have 10 different videos that speaks to those 10 different modules. How do you do this? How do you do that? Have a blog post, have a resource that people could refer to. And of course, the one that is easy is a video, because at the end of the day, when you get on that call for a demo, I'm sitting right and I'm going to be looking at my screen, and somebody's going to be doing something on the other end, sharing their screen with me. So that's basically the same thing as if I was going to go ahead and watch a video. So you need to be really proactive, right? You have that, and if you're trying to understand you know your product very well. The product marketers need to, of course, know the product. So they should be able to understand that, okay, these are the frequently asked questions that people want to understand from our product. These are the industries that can use our product. Even use your data currently. Your existing client, how are they spread? If you deal with manufacturing, real estate, FMCG, right? You say, okay, currently your existing client base are all in FMCG or real estate, right? So you create educating videos that addresses all the needs of those existing clientele base that you want to further on board. And if you are targeting, so it's simple. If you're targeting a demographic, if you are built out your persona and say, okay, these are the people we want to target, build out when you do your value matrix. If you're a B2B SaaS company, you do your value matrix and you see that, okay, these are the people I'm targeting, these are their pain points, and this is the messaging that resonates with them. When you have all that, you now say that, okay, these pain points, create content that explains these pain points to the people you're targeting and have it as a resource on your website. Then when somebody wants to sign up for a demo, you can ask them, okay, what industry do you belong to? Then if they select manufacturing, the manufacturing videos will be the things that would come up. Watch these videos to further understand the product. If you don't understand the product, you can go ahead and schedule a call with us. But if you understand the product, you can go ahead and start your 14 days free subscription. Those are things that really affect your conversion rate. So basically, your conversion rate is how many people saw your adverts, came to your landing page, interacted with your content, and how many of them signed up for your product. So the number of visitors, the number of engagements, the number of people, the number of likes, comments, posts, visits to your landing page. So typically, we marketers, we love landing pages because you can track and understand how people are interacting with the content you're putting up there. Do you put images first? Do you put video first? Do you put it second? The setup and structure of your landing page, that's a different discussion for another day. Your conversion rate is a very important KPI for a SaaS business, and there are a lot of things that influences your conversion, and you need to always A/B test. It's something that it should go without saying, right? But in case somebody needs to hear this, you should definitely A/B test your strategy, your designs, your landing page, your messaging, your communication, so you know what works best with what target audience. I think that should be all I'm talking about today for conversion rate. So I'm just going to talk about when in terms of SaaS marketing metrics. So thank you all for listening. I hope I made some sense. Thank you all for listening. If you have any questions, you can send me a message and ask questions. Till next time, till the next episode. Thank you guys for coming. My name is Evangel. This is One Thing About Life. Stay frosty.
One thing about life is people gonna talk about you regardless of what